Quick tips in content are usually some of the dumbest shit I've ever seen in my life. It's like, post at this time of the day, click this setting, hashtags. None of that matters. I'm being 100% honest with you. That might get you like 5 extra views. But there are tactics that are rooted in psychology, because that's all content is. Content is just mass psychology. There are tactics that are rooted in psychology that you can literally do right after this video and probably get a 2 to 3 times improvement on your views like immediately. Let me break them down and I'm going to tell you why. The important part of this is not the tactics, it is the reasoning. Because if you can start seeing content through a psychological framework, like you're speaking to a large arena, then you're going to start reframing your mind. You're going to be a better content creator. Number 1, you need to have captions on your videos. This video will not have it because it's 10 minutes long and it's like too hard for me to get captions on it, and I don't really want to think about it too much, and I don't really care about views a ton. So I'm like a bad example. But 30% of people watch and scroll social media without captions. Okay, I think this was a metricool statistic that came out like a year ago. Think about it like you're on a Zoom call, you're hanging out with your family, someone's watching a TV show, you have the volume off and you're scrolling 30% of the time. So if you have captions on, you're automatically going to get, what even is that, a 1/3 boost, I think, mathematically, almost, basically, in views. Okay, so there's our first 30% of views. Advice number 2 is on-screen text. This right here is massive. It is massive. If you do not have on-screen text, you need it. You need it. The human mind reads so fast. And so having this at the beginning of your video is way more crucial than what you say. For most people, for 99% of creators. Some of you are just on a different level. The third is you need to move your content to 1.1 speed. You cannot do it in the TikTok app. Do not do it in the TikTok editor because it distorts your voice really bad. Instead, you want to move it over to CapCut, turn it up to 1.1, export it, and then post it into TikTok. Why does this matter? Because attention spans are obviously very short, and the average human speaking is not a good enough storyteller to keep people interested over a long period of time. They don't know how to communicate well enough. They don't know how to throw in examples. They don't know how to speak naturally. They can get very monotonous. Sometimes they speak slow. So moving it up to just 1.1 is enough to get people through the lulls in the content. And if this improves your retention rate by just 10 or 20%, okay, boom, there we go. We combined the 3 things so far and we've probably already doubled our views. Okay, the 4th thing, if you are not replying to comments, you are theoretically getting half as many views as you can, and I'm going to explain how you're probably getting 1/3 of as many views as you can. Let's say I get 10 comments on this video. If I just reply to all of them, I now have 20 comments on this video, and that tells the algorithm this video has 20 comments instead of 10, and it's going to send it out equivalent to 20 comments instead of 10 comments. Based off of my research and data, the algorithm doesn't determine if you are the one commenting or someone else is commenting on it. Now here's the pro tip. Okay, 10 comments, you reply to all 10 of them, that is 20. Now if you reply with a genuine, honest question, okay, you can then get a 3rd comment. So you just took 1 comment and got 3 comments, okay? A genuine question. It can't just be like, hi, how are you, right? Ask them what they liked about the video. How can you help them? See what you can do. And so you go from 10 comments to 20 comments because you reply to all of them, and then let's say half of them actually reply to your question. You just went from 10 comments to 25 comments. Okay, that's a 2.5 increase in your videos immediately just by doing that. Okay, and then the last thing. This one is a little bit psychological. It's not a quick tip, but your on-screen text and your videos should not be about you. This is going to piss so many people off. Your video should not be about you if you want to grow. Your day in the life, your get ready with me, your vlog, your anything. People, This is just a principle in life. Humans are interested in what they can get for themselves, and this is subconscious. This is very subconscious. People in the comments could be like, oh, I like hearing about people's days. No, you don't. Not in the grand scheme of things. Out of 100 videos, you're going to gravitate towards 90 videos that give you something. Gives you a recipe, gives you a journaling tactic, it gives you a new framework, it gives you humor, it gives you a little giggle, maybe, but it still gave you something. Okay, so if you can flip your framework from me to them. So a really, really, really simple example of this is how I meditate for 10 minutes a day could just be how you can meditate for 10 minutes a day. That's a really low-hanging, basic example. But these are the 5 tips. I'm going to run through them one more time. Add captions for 30% more views. On-screen text will increase your people watched through the first 3 seconds by, I would guess, 15 to 20%. Move the speed to 1.1 speed in the CapCut app instead of the TikTok app. That'll probably give you another 15% retention rate, 15% more views. Comments, you'll go from 1 comment to 2.5 to 3 comments, or 1 comment equals 3 comments. That could be literally a 50% increase in views. And then make your content about the viewer, not about yourself. That right there is probably, I don't know, dude. This math doesn't even make sense. Probably will triple your views. Just start doing it.